Hi guys, Alex Peak Performance Reviews. Welcome to another vlog, and welcome to, you'll see from the title, a bit of a kind of summarisation of our year and other things as well, like plans, etc. But we'll go into that a little bit more. First and foremost, I want to say obviously happy Christmas to everyone. If you're watching this in the new year, happy new year. Happy 2023. Hopefully 2023 is an even better year for you if it's not been so good. Mine's been a bit of a mixed bag, but in general good in normal life, but in my media life, car life, it's been very poor, I'd say. It's not to say that I haven't had a lot of fun along the way, but in general, in terms of metrics, it's been very poor. But I'll go into that, but we crack on. I'm not going to worry too much about that. So yeah, general metrics, really poor. I'm now at 4,810 subs. My target was somewhere around 5,000, which is quite meagre considering the small amount of subscribers we've had this year. I think the start of this year it was still over 4,000, so it's not good, but it is what it is. I am gutted about that. Obviously, putting in a lot of time and effort into videos and media and whatnot, but I can't help that. I don't think the viewers as such can help that either. They can if we can reach to them, but the problem is YouTube metrics or YouTube algorithm isn't kind for very small channels like myself, and for some reason or another I'm not doing something that's not quite going right for that, but it doesn't matter. First and foremost, biggest viewed video this year, yeah, for us it's relatively low. Like I say, other years have been much more. We had a video with a Focus ST which was around 10,000 views, and we had a number of other ones from BMW, the M4 and the M3 X-Drive that done also very well, circa 10,000. I say very well, that's not normally what would be very well for my channel. I have had some videos that have hit 100k. Review wise, probably 20 to 50,000 is really good, and obviously I think for even a decent sized channel that would be really good. So, but 10 seems more like the norm, high end of viewship I'd get for a new car review, but some are as low as 3 and 5, and some are even lower, especially EVs. People are not adopting to loving EVs. Our channel is very much about hot hatches and flagship fast stuff, fun stuff. EVs, a lot of people will say that it doesn't go hand in hand. From driving more, I would say they're definitely getting a lot better, but in general they're not that well appreciated on my channel, and I would say still in general for the way of the world, I would say. And I get that, but we won't go into that. So yeah, metrics obviously on that was our number and viewship. Overall we had 180,000 views across our YouTube platform, which is 17% down, so obviously still not great. Which is a shame, which means that watch time was also 17% down. So yeah, it's a shame. And subs were only around 500 this year, which is it's awful. It's awful for someone 5 years deep into doing this YouTube car thing. 500 subscribers in a year is very poor. But I don't want to say the algorithm is just to blame. Maybe I'm doing a few things that I could do a lot better. I don't know. I'm going to look into that. It's been a tough, busy year. I have a family. That impacts it a little bit with maybe time being able to be spent. That being said, obviously I'm not having media like press loans, so I don't have that much time with some of these cars, and I think some people don't appreciate that, but they're not going to appreciate it. They're going to try and people are going to come across my videos and they're not going to really think about that. So I'll always try and do the best I can do, and going forward I'll try and do even better. But yeah, let's see if we can get their metrics way up. I don't want to say my aim is to get to 10,000 subscribers this year, at the end of 2023, which is pathetic and ridiculous really, because it's double what I'm on now. So it's unrealistic. That's maybe my dream goal, but my still probably unrealistic goal is probably 6,000 to 7,000 subscribers, which is, it would be a push. The way this year's gone, it will be a push. But let's try and go for that, and let's see what happens, and we'll review at the end of 2023. Apart from that, from April. It only logs from April. 1.4 million impressions. Average view duration of 3 minutes 45, which sounds like nothing when most videos are 10 to 20 minutes. But the average attention span is somewhere normally about between 3 and 5 minutes. So circa 4 minutes is kind of norm. So, but I always like drilling into that data just to see, you know, that my age coverage of, you know, people that watch my video reviews and other stuff and vlogs is generally actually more younger generation. In terms of when I say younger, not super young, 18 to 24-year-olds are 14.6%, which is really cool. And then 25 to 30-year-olds is 29.9, which is my highest. Then 35 to 44s is 29.6, so high also. Then 45 to 54-year-olds, 18.6%. 55 to 64-year-olds, 7%, and at 65 plus age is 0.2, so not much at all. But that's you know, I probably expect that. My audience, like a lot of people's audience, is male dominated. If you're a male and you're doing typical, more male orientated stuff, which I don't necessarily agree with, it's still viewed mainly by, well, not mainly, pretty much predominantly by males. 99.2% males, sorry, 99.8% males, and 0.2% is female. So I think that I've had years, probably 3 years ago, where I had no female viewership, so it's nice to have some. I'm trying to, you know, I'm a real champion of females in motorsport, and you know, females do definitely like cars and tinkering with cars and everything like that. So I don't know what it is about YouTube that maybe brings a female to maybe a female vlogger. I don't know, but I'll try and work on that. Trying to get more female viewers would be good. Geography, it's the same as always. We've got I think geography status of I think 30 plus different places around the world. You know, plus, I say plus a lot more, but our lion's share of the top 5 is UK, 34.2%, the US is 18.5%, Australia is 3.7%, Germany is 2.1%, and Canada is 1.6%. So that is the spread of the top 5. And yeah, general consensus on those metrics is, yeah, very, very poor. There's been 2 times again, maybe this year, where I have considered quitting YouTube and just finishing and not doing this anymore, because I do still love it, but it's when you drill into the data and look at the metrics in terms of your growth, when you're putting in quite a lot of time for not a lot of output in terms of, you know, money and joy. The joy is, I think, very high, but the money side of what you put in against what you get out is a little bit soul destroying, and I think sometimes more than the money gain, it's the metrics you like to want to see, and to see poor metrics is quite soul destroying. So I have had a couple of occasions where this year I have considered just stopping or not taking it so serious, but I think if that happened, the channel would naturally die, I think. So I've kind of decided that I'm just going to keep going with it, and I do love it and enjoy it, and I still see myself having a really big channel doing this thing. So I'm going to just stick at it. I love doing it, and I've got so many amazing ideas, so I just want to keep going. It is hard work when you see these metrics, but it is what it is. I'm not going to talk, you know, too much about that. So yeah, favourite car I drove, the Genesis GV60 was a great car as an EV, so sorry non-EV lovers. GV60 Sports Plus, if you haven't watched that, that's my latest video actually, apart from this one. It is mental fast, sporty SUV, great kind of run around. You know, once you buy it, the cost of owning it would be quite low. But yeah, it is an EV, so it comes with those negatives, which I'll talk about on, you know, various videos. But in general, great video. But the best car I've definitely driven this year is the Porsche GT4. It's just unreal. It was sideways. But it was good fun. I don't think it was very good, but I'll give it another go now. The Gen 2 Porsche GT4 is just another level. The Gen 1 GT4 was like Civic Type R FK8 good. It was that good, if not a tiny bit better than that, but around that level. This Gen 2 one is another level. It really does feel like a full-blown race car for the road. It would destroy an FK8. It would destroy, I suspect, the FL5, the new upcoming Civic Type R, because that car is only minusculely quicker than the FK8. I think, if I from the reviews I've seen so far, I am hopefully going to get my hands on one of those soon. But the GT4 Gen 2 Porsche is just next level. To be fair, most Porsches are next level. The other standout car I loved was both the M4 and the M3 M3 and M4 Competition X Drive. You can turn it completely to rear wheel bias or all-wheel drive, so you've got the best of both worlds in a country that has very mixed conditions. For me, that car is just awesome, next level, just all-round capable mega car, and I love that. And to be honest with you, BMW are much like Porsche. They don't do many bad cars. If anything, they don't do bad cars. Chassis are top line. So looking forward to doing more with BMW UK this year. Hopefully some media stuff, and maybe press loans at the tail end of this year, possibly, if we squeeze for that. But I certainly will be doing some manufacturer testing with those guys. Other than that, plans. Some plans I can't mention. Naturally, I won't want to mention them because I won't want to spoil things, but I've got some amazing plans, from road trip to car reviews and car content, which I know is coming. I've got some really exciting things, some of which are announcements that I kind of, again, don't really want to say too much or anything about just yet, but can say obviously a few things here and there. Racing, my racing this year, or 2023, is going to consist of Time Attack. I've already invested and paid for a season in Time Attack. I've just got to decide what I'm going to be racing in, etc. So I'm going to find out what I'm going to do, and I'll let you guys know in due time. And other than that, yeah, I've got a new car which I still haven't announced. I've had it not for long, so I'm going to do a review and a reveal on my new car as well. Other than that, I want to kind of talk about something just really quickly. I'm only going to touch on it. For people who may or may not know me very well throughout the years, I have actually suffered from some mental health issues, not major as such, pretty major. I've had stress, anxiety, and suffered with some mental health issues. Again, not to an extreme some others have had, but I've been in very dark places. So I'm a real champion of that, and I just wanted to say this is that kind of time of year where over this period of time it can be quite hard. People don't have family, or they don't have friends, or don't have close people to help them. And I just want to kind of say, personally, from my platform, knowing that yes, I have probably still very good viewership, even though I don't see that with my subscriber count. But if you ever see me on any social platforms, whatever it may be, if you ever want to reach out to myself or anyone probably better qualified than me as such, inbox them and talk. Just do not sweep stuff under the carpet, because it will get the better of you. And just remember, there's people like myself who've been in that scenario, and we've come through to the other side. And actually, people need to realise actually how strong you can be and still get through mental health issues. Take, for example, Tyson Fury, multiple belt champion in boxing, the most butch, huge, beastly man you can think of, has had massive mental health issues, and he now helps and is a bit of an ambassador for kind of mental health issues. Paddy the Baddy Pimlet, UFC, is an absolute machine, little nutcase, and that guy has spoken with his heart on his sleeve about mental health. These are the butchest people, and they're just putting it out there. These guys have been vulnerable. They, monsters can get, can be down. They can be the most butch, strong-willed characters, and they can still have mental health issues. So it doesn't matter who you are. There's so many people that are suffering, huge amount of people are suffering. So if you're suffering, trust me when I say there's lots of other people suffering as well. So don't think you're a freak of nature or odd or strange for feeling like that. Talk. And that's probably all I've got to say on it, really, guys. Like I say, my inbox is always open. I'll normally try and get back to you as quick as possible, and yeah, so I'm always here for that. Other than that, yeah, just thank you, really. I know my metrics haven't been good. I know my viewership isn't great and my subs aren't great, but you guys are there. You're still, whoever's been subscribed from the start, thank you so much. Comment maybe. I'll try and see if I can send something out for you. How long have you been here? Actually, comment. How long have you followed Peak Performance Reviews? Do you know roughly how long you've been here? Hit in the comment section. I'll give you a shout out maybe on the next video, or I'll try and send something to you as a thank you. And yeah, just really a thank you for everyone who's subscribed and followed us for a long time. And for any new subscribers, hello and thank you as well. Stick with me. There is some amazing stuff coming. I can't talk to you too much about it, but there's some unbelievable stuff coming. Guys, thank you. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe. See you again in the next one. Bye for now.